Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining, we're asking, what is the worst hookup you received? Now, this comes from a Get It Off Your Chest caller. Called earlier today, and this is what she had to say.
My cousin called me trying to hook me up with this man, telling me I'm too bougie because I won't date a man that's in prison.
Look, I get it that things happen. Maybe you were dating somebody already. They end up going to jail. You hold it down. But I wouldn't start a relationship with somebody who has 11 years in jail who won't tell me why he's locked up, too, on top of it. So, no.
You know, I am bougie. I have standards. There's a lot of good men out here that are free and, you know, that I could talk to, and we can go to the dispensary, McDonald's, whatever.
You should be insulted. Like, the bar is so low for you that your cousin sees that. And you should be insulted that your cousin thinks that he can hook you up with somebody that's in prison right now for 11 years.
So let's start with you, Yee. Worst hookup?
I don't feel like I've ever had, like, a really bad one. You know, none of the hookups anybody ever tried to do to me worked out for me, but none of them were terrible.
No jail callers and none of that?
No, I mean, my friend hooked me up with one guy. He just was, like, kind of corny, but it wasn't that bad. I just never went out with him again, but it wasn't awful like that. Okay,
now, what about you, Charlamagne? I've been with my wife 27 years, so.
I know you ain't asking me that stupid-ass question, okay? I'm a married man. I've been with the same woman for half my life, 24 years, okay? I've never had a hookup. In fact, every time I hooked up with somebody else, I had no business doing that. We call that, cheating where I'm from, but black men don't cheat anymore. But when I was a black boy, okay, so I don't know nothing about no hookups, sir. Don't disrespect me or my marriage like that. Ask me about some damn hookup.
All right, well, let's go to the phone lines.
No. Let me ask you. Let me return the disrespect. Have you ever had a bad hookup, Rashawn?
Yes.
Who hooked you up with somebody?
Excuse me?
Yes.
Wow.
Cadillac Jack, who was a program director a long time ago, hooked me up with Charlamagne, and it's been the worst relationship ever. I've been trying to lose him since.
This is by far, I would say, third. You know what? I would say third best relationship, just to be fair, but this is the second best relationship you've ever had. Gia is, of course, number one, okay? But number two is Mia Clue.
Yo, shut up, man.
Okay, easily.
Yo, shut up, man. What's wrong with you? Yesterday I'm arguing with people in my bottom or top. What kind of conversation is that?
I saw that made the blogs.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, I saw Young Miami reposted it.
Oh, she did?
With me. You're clearly a beige bottom. She did. She reposted it last night.
Envy the Stallion.
My goodness. Hello, who's this?
This Juice.
Juice, what's the worst hookup you got, Juice?
Man, let me tell you, my homeboy tried to hook me up with a chick from his job. So we go out, we at the restaurant, we order everything, and my phone rung. So I answered my phone in the middle of the date, and all of a sudden she was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, give me one second. She's like, "You need to get off the phone. You're on a date with me." And she's just got loud and started cursing, and I'm like, what in the heck is going on? I mean,
first of all, who called you, sir? If it wasn't your mama or kids, I kind of feel it.
Well, I mean, it was my homegirl. My homegirl gave me a call. She just
come on. Now you picked up your homegirl's call in the middle of a date.
Why not?
No, I agree with you.
I mean, that's a little rude.
It's not an emergency.
Yeah, that's dumb.
If it ain't your mom or your kids, that's disrespectful, especially on a first date.
Is it weird if a guy would have called her and she picked up the phone instead of talking to a guy?
Absolutely. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Manny Mills. How y'all doing this morning?
What's up, bro? What's the worst date that you've been that you were on, brother? Hooked up on, I should say.
Well, the worst date was I had a homegirl said she just a loner and she liked my picture and all this other good stuff we met on Facebook. Well, we went for a date and she brought her kids with her.
Wow. She couldn't get a sitter.
Yeah, she couldn't get it. Well, she didn't even say she couldn't get a sitter. She just brought the kids. She wanted me to meet the kids. She wanted to make sure that there was no funny business in it. And it was pretty cool, but she had like 5 kids.
Oh, my gosh.
I would have took I hope you called an audible, and wherever you was planning to go, you said no and you went to Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, brother, we did a U-turn straight. I was planning to take them somewhere nice like Willie Sue's down here in South Carolina, but I said, you know what? This sounds like a McDonald's moment.
Absolutely. That's a lot of money.
That's right. Let them go play in that play place.
So you enjoyed it, though, with the kids and everything?
Oh, yeah, we had plenty of fun. But then she caught an attitude because that's all I wanted. After that, I wanted to say, greeted all the kids and that, and we got to make sure everybody had happy meals and everything. And then I went upon my way, and she went upon her way. That's why when I hear a homegirl talking about all she wanted is dispensary and McDonald's, she right up my alley.
Right up your alley. You know.
Oh yeah. Hey, listen. You know why? Hey, because if you'd have took her to Willie Sue's, she'd have lost her mind. You hear me?
Yes, sir. She
Yes.
need to pick up. She need to pick up her self-esteem. She done dropped it somewhere.
My goodness. 800-585-1051. What's the worst hookup that somebody hooked you up with as far as a date? A lady called earlier, and this is what she said.
My cousin called me trying to hook me up with this man, telling me I'm too bougie because I won't date a man that's in prison.
Look, I get it that things happen. Maybe you were dating somebody already. They end up going to jail. You hold it down. But I wouldn't start a relationship with somebody who has 11 years in jail who won't tell me why he's locked up, too, on top of it. So, no.
You know, I am bougie. I have standards. There's a lot of good men out here that are free and, you know, that I could talk to, and we can go to the dispensary, McDonald's, whatever.
You should be insulted. Like the bar is so low for you that your cousin sees that, and you should be insulted that your cousin thinks that he can hook you up with somebody that's in prison right now for 11 years.
We'll take your calls when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about a woman that called early this morning on Get It Off Your Chest, and this is what she said.
My cousin called me trying to hook me up with this man, telling me I'm too bougie because I won't date a man that's in prison.
Look, I get it that things happen. Maybe you were dating somebody already. They end up going to jail. You hold it down. But I wouldn't start a relationship with somebody who has 11 years in jail who won't tell me why he's locked up, too, on top of it. So, no.
You know, I am bougie. I have standards. There's a lot of good men out here that are free and, you know, that I could talk to, and we can go to the dispensary, McDonald's, whatever.
You should be insulted. Like the bar is so low for you that your cousin sees that, and you should be insulted that your cousin thinks that he can hook you up with somebody that's in prison right now for 11 years.
So we're asking, what's the worst hookup? 800-585-1051. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Shanti.
Oh, we know your worst hookup.
Wow.
We know.
Right out of high school, my mother hooked me up with this guy that had just moved into our neighborhood. And he was cool at first, but, you know, I would notice, like, little random stuff. He would just talk to himself sometimes. So one day, I'm reading the newspaper, and this boy called him to try to get his driver's license and failed the driver's license test. Got upset, and as he's walking back outside to the car that he drove to the DMV, he spots two state troopers. So he proceeds to run the state troopers over. He hit them the first time, then backed up and hit them again.
Oh, my gosh.
And this was your date?
Damn.
Yeah.
Goodness
So what do you do?
gracious.
What do you do on the second date? Cause I know you went out with him again. That sounded like it turned you on
no.
the first time. What-
She said, oh, no.
Definitely not. Definitely not. That was it for me.
All right. Thank you, Mama.
Is he in jail at least?
Yes.
Or did he go to jail?
He went to jail.
Yeeks.
Okay.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, y'all, this is Cece.
Hey, CC. Good morning.
PCC.
Morning, y'all. Morning.
We're talking about hooking you up. What's the worst hookup you got, CC?
I think the fact that I've never really been on a real date at my age is like the worst thing ever, honestly.
What do you mean?
How old are you?
I'm 33.
And you never been on a date?
Okay.
I don't know if I don't present myself or put myself out to date the right way, or if the last years I've kind
Give
of
us
been
some
a
examples.
workaholic.
You got to tell us
Right.
where the people have taken you so we can determine if it's a date or not. Tell us. Talk to us.
I mean, it would be like a daiquiri spot or something like that, something very casual. I have never had like an ultimate date experience,
Aw.
like a real deal date.
What
I
would be
feel
the
like.
best date for you then?
I'm simple, like something to eat, and then maybe watch like a nerdy show, maybe a crime show or something on Space and Adam, and like actually have a
Where you
genuine
live at?
conversation. And
Where you live at? Where you calling from?
Alabama?
See, I knew. I knew it was somewhere that probably didn't have much.
I already
get what you're
knew.
saying.
I already knew you was finna try to do that. Stop. And it might be.
Where would you like to go?
I want somebody to put the initiative into planning something that they feel like I would like after it or while getting to know me. I don't want to have to give anybody guidelines anymore, because if you give them the guidelines, they'll use that to their advantage. I want somebody to take that initiative and get to know me.
Well, people can't read your minds
either.
There's nothing wrong with communicating and letting people know things. You want to date somebody that's going to ask you questions too, that's, inquisitive, has things they want to know about you, doesn't talk about themselves the whole time.
I feel like a lot of times, like, I'm kind of hood nerdy, so I feel like a lot of times I have to play myself down.
Nope.
There you go with that.
Don't do that.
You know what I'm saying? I settle.
You hold on the line. We're going to hook you up with Yee. Maybe you can hook you up with her friends.
But before you put her on hold, I just want to tell her, I hope that somebody in Alabama hears this and they take you on the date that you deserve. I hope they take you to Golden Corral Buffet and Grill. And then after Golden Corral Buffet and Grill, y'all go somewhere and watch Nope on Amazon Prime for $5.99, because that's a nice nerdy flick you can watch. I think it's $9.99 actually. That's the kind of date you would like, right?
Completely wrong.
Sony's or something.
You tried it.
What's wrong with Golden? You said you want to go to a nice restaurant and watch a nerdy movie. What's the problem here?
No, a nice, I wouldn't mind, because I know when I'm in a relationship, I'm hedging to it. It's hard to get me there because I'm guarded, but I'm all into it. So I'm I find myself picking up stuff that I feel like you'll like off the whim, or let me do this to make you feel special. Or if you express an interest to me, I might go ahead. If you don't already have, I'm gonna take that initiative to do that. I just want somebody to think on that same level and wavelength with me.
I'm taking you to Golden Corral. It's a buffet, all you can eat, ice cream machine, not broken, okay? And look how you acting.
My goodness. Jessica, good morning.
Hello?
Hey, Jessica. Now tell us about your craziest hookup.
Okay, I think I win. But first, crazy hookup would be the cop that arrested me and one of my friends. He slipped his number through the bars. And then I looked at my friend and I said, I got this. I'm going to get us out of this ticket. 3 years later, still dating.
Wow, so you're dating a cop that arrested you?
I mean, it was a disorderly conduct. I was not. It was the wrong place at the wrong time.
That's what they all say.
I think we need to look at this we need to look at this from another perspective. You were such a terrible date that this man had to arrest you. This man thought the date was so bad that it was a crime, so he had to arrest you.
So what happened after that?
They're still dating 3 years later.
That's cute. That might have been sexy for her.
I looked at him because I was not a criminal. I didn't know anything about it. I said, I'm going, is this forever? What am I being arrested for? I'm at the wrong place at the wrong time.
What if he would have just put you in them cuffs, girl? Handcuff you to the bed?
No more. Oh, my God. When I hear that, people are like, oh, they arrested. I'm like, no, that was the worst, scariest day of my life.
Well, thank you, Mama.
That's crazy. You out here bringing new meaning to F the police, Ma.
Absolutely. So what's the moral of the story, guys?
I have no idea. I don't know nothing about no damn hookups. Been with the same woman for 24 years. I don't know what the moral of the story is.
Well, we got rumors on the way. Let's talk about it. What was in the rumors, Yeezy?
Let's talk about threesomes and Tiana Taylor.
Okay. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.